So I've seen a couple creators on here asking the Democrats that asked Joe Biden to step aside, calling them blue Maga, and asking them to why we should vote for Kamala Harris instead of Donald Trump. But they want to know why we should do it without mentioning how bad Donald Trump is, without talking about Project 2025 or Plan 47 or even the Republican agenda. And they want us just to focus on Kamala Harris. Well, that's kind of disingenuous because of how bad of a candidate Donald Trump is. You know, you're not just arguing policy against policy. The things Donald Trump wants to do when he takes over, if he's reelected and given, a control of Congress, could mean the end of this country. You can't say, policy against policy, vote for Kamala Harris, just based on what her policies are. Now, her platform is going to come out at some point. So far, we have not heard what her platform is. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to what Joe Biden wanted to do, capping rent, raising the minimum wage, taxing the rich, building the middle class from the bottom up and the middle out, those kinds of things, working to fix health care, trying to restore Roe v. Wade. I'm guessing all of that's going to be part of her platform. But she hasn't released her official platform yet. Not really. It's been hints, but most of it's been because she was the vice presidential candidate until 2 days ago. So give her some time to come up with her policies. That's going to come. But we have to talk about how bad Donald Trump is. He's a 34-time convicted felon. He is an educated rapist. He was found guilty for years' worth of business fraud. He's been found guilty or liable of defamation, liable for the fraud. He is facing criminal prosecution in 2 more jurisdictions, possibly a third depending on appeal. He's listed as unindicted co-conspirator in multiple other jurisdictions, and he's potentially facing superseding indictments in more cases. Not to mention twice impeached. He's listed in the Epstein files. All of those things are negatives against Donald Trump. If you don't look at how bad Donald Trump is, you're not looking at the big picture. Also, the big picture, you need to look at what they want to do. They want to get rid of the Department of Education. There's multiple other departments they want to get rid of and fold that power straight into presidential power and not have it be kind of separate. He wants to actually weaponize the DOJ and arrest and charge any of his political opponents, even if they've committed no crime. He wants to fire 50,000 federal employees and replace them with Trump loyalists who agree with him that the 2020 election was stolen. Like, there is so much in Project 2025, in Plan 47, even in the Republican platform, that needs to be talked about because of how bad it is. We're not arguing about, whether we should spend $10 million on, infrastructure or $20 million on infrastructure. It's not about simple budgetary disagreements anymore. The differences are so glaring. You have to look at both in order to decide who is the better candidate. And Vice President Kamala Harris has my vote. She will, as long as she's the nominee, I believe she will be the next president of the United States.